This is why I got an attitude about the story. Because somebody else's moment was hijacked. When you woke up in the morning, when all of us woke up in the morning, the story was not how great Verzuz was. The story was not, ooh, that was a Verzuz for the history books. The story was not, Verzuz was so good. The story is Tamar Braxton, Cash Money, No Limit Verzuz. That, I think that did a disservice to the whole thing. Hijacked somebody else's, and I'm not implying that it was intentional. Somebody else's moment was hijacked. The next morning, none of the stories related to Verzuz should have had anything to do with the Tamar Braxton. First thing.
So what is it about Birdman that's got everybody so worked up? Kimora Lee has her daughters calling him Uncle Birdman. Keyshia Cole threw hands with another woman because of him. And now Toni and Tamar are fighting over who had him first. There's been so much drama among the sisters, with everyone dragging Tamar for sleeping with Birdman. So imagine my surprise when I found out it was Toni who did that to Tamar first. And the brat really isn't about to let anybody call her friend a homewrecker this time around, and she just dropped receipts showing that Tamar didn't steal Toni's man. Instead, it's actually the other way around, and Tamar was with Birdman first before Toni came into the picture, and still has tried to be supportive instead. But is what DaBrat saying real, or is it just a load of BS? Y'all know how people were calling Tamar out for being all over Birdman, rubbing his head and treating him like she's his wife, while Toni, the real wife, was at home.
Tamar, girl, why are you wiping the sweat off of Birdman's head like that, sis? Now, as a married woman, I think I can grab the mic real quick and speak on this, because even though it may, like, she may be innocently doing it, girl, no, you don't do that. Like, the man's been performing on stage all this time, and he don't need you wiping the sweat off his head. Now, I'm hoping it was just like a gesture, but girl, y'all are all performers. Like, don't do that.
She was moving up and down in the background like Birdman was her husband. Child, at one point she was even wiping the sweat off of his brow with a smile on her face like he was her man too. People definitely found it weird and called her out on it, but of course, Tamar defended herself, claiming that she was just there on behalf of her sister and posted a video of her and Birdman on a video call with Toni to show that there was nothing to worry about. But best believe people weren't picking up what Tamar was putting down, because showing support is one thing, and the way she was all over Birdman was something completely different. And they literally were on the brink of coming to blows when Towanda exposed Tamar for messing around with Birdman behind Toni's back. So it all started when Tamar tried to play smart and embarrass Towanda by saying she knows where she lives because she's the one who covered her down payment on her house.
Do I know where you live?
Well, of course you don't come. So exactly. My thing, so I know where you live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit card.
But she didn't stop there. Tamar went on to accuse Towanda of secretly using her credit cards for years without permission. And it's not shocking at all, because Towanda has a history of taking other people's belongings, child. Remember allegations about Towanda stealing their mother's social security checks and supposedly stealing money from Toni?
Towanda, baby, I love her to pieces. But hide your stuff when she come over, because she snatched the wig off your head when you look the other way. She's super sneaky, clever, and crafty.
Interestingly, Towanda's bankruptcy documents reveal she owes up to $500,000 in debt. And they specifically mention a $35,000 loan from Tamar that was used for the down payment of her house. So Tamar's claims appear to have some receipts backing them, and there's a pattern of Towanda allegedly helping herself to her sister's resources and expecting no pushback.
You know exactly what you're doing. Don't be looking like that, you snake-ass son of a gun. Okay. You're a snake, and then you like controversy, and you like all of that. Okay. So why would you do that?
But y'all, Towanda wasn't gonna let Tamar win. Oh no, she exposed Tamar of sneaking around with her sister's man.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards. And help me.
But what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You stole men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Toni's. You slept with them.
Oh,
a few times.
Who? What man?
You not get the link.
Oh, bitch. Dirty low down ass bitch.
Oh, you're such a liar. Such a liar.
from the way Tamar lost her mind, it was obvious that she was completely blindsided by this. But the person who appeared genuinely shocked by the whole thing was Toni Braxton.
Toni Braxton?
Toni Braxton, I got you on
Toni
the phone.
Braxton. No, Toni Braxton ain't never had your back.
I got Toni Braxton.
I want to be, because I want it on
No,
record.
I want to be
it on national television. You want to say I don't have your back?
You didn't have my back
Lord
when it
Jesus,
came to
give
y'all
me-
lawyer.
Tawanda had been sitting on this information for who only knows how long. And you just know she kept it deliberately so she could use it against Tamar when the time was right. And child, from Trina's reaction, it looked like she knew all about it, which was honestly so weird. How y'all keep that kind of information hidden from your sister? When one of your sisters is messing around with another sister's man, and it wasn't even one man. According to Tawanda, it was 2 of Toni's men. I swear the Braxton sisters hate each other at this point. And as soon as Tawanda said that Tamar was snooping around with Toni's men, the internet started digging to find out exactly who that might be. Tamar was allegedly not only messing with Birdman, but also Carrie Lewis of Mint Condition too. This rumor goes all the way back to 2011 when a blogger claimed that Tamar slept with Toni's ex-husband because she was desperate to level up and be in the circle. And to make it even messier, the post alleged that it wasn't one-sided. It said that Toni had been involved with Vince first before essentially passing him over to Tamar. Now, let's not act brand new. This is not the first time Tamar has been called out for getting involved with married men. She caught heavy backlash over the situation with Michael Malden, Jermaine Dupri's father. So when you put the pieces together, it doesn't sound far-fetched that she'd crossed the line with her sister's ex, especially if she thought that that would push her career forward. And then she started messing around with Birdman, given how familiar the 2 of them were. I mean, how come we didn't see Tawanda and Trina acting all hype around him at the Verzuz battle? Isn't he their brother-in-law too? But even though Tamar had gotten into all kind of trouble with her siblings, according to DaBrat, this wasn't one of them times where they were right about her.
DaBrat and Tamar worked on This Nation. They became close, they became friends, whatever. So if you know, the Braxtons came out last week and Tawanda stated that Tamar slept with Toni's ex, yada yada yada. There was a Verzuz last weekend. Tamar was on stage with Birdman, wiping off his sweat, stopping him from drinking, getting drunk, whatever. Now it's going around that Tamar and Birdman dated back in 2003, and now we know that Toni and Birdman are married.
DaBrat basically confirmed that Tamar and Birdman had a relationship around 2003, and the gag is, this was before Toni set her up with Vince. And according to DaBrat, what Toni had with Birdman came much later on. And according to DaBrat, people calling out Tamar doesn't make sense because in spite of her sister marrying her ex, Tamar has just been very supportive. Like, this isn't the first time she hyped her sister and Birdman up because y'all do remember where she and her son dressed as Toni and Birdman for Halloween, right? So yeah, this is the type of stuff that Tamar does, and DaBrat isn't here for anyone trying to make it look like it was out of pocket. The whole situation is such a mess, and of course the internet has something to say about it. A lot of these celebrity men are pass-around men. They like to pretend it's women, but these men are out here thinking they're players while getting played. Tamar just kept that money flowing for the Braxton household. Because nobody was trying to talk about it, but if it was the other way around, they would have dragged Tamar for filth. Toni gonna get a pass from them sisters, child. Yes, and thank you for posting. Before they had all these blogs, there was one called the Pantry Report, and they did report years ago that Tamar and Birdman was an item, but he got tired of her and her sense of entitlement, and that's when she got with Vince sometime after. But what do you guys think of this? Sound off in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.